everybody, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 6 of Pro Wrestling's Top 50. I'm your host, Travis McNeil, and today we continue our countdown of the top 50 matches in ECW history with match number 45 on our list, which is a tag team match between Rob Van Dam and Kid Kash against Justin Credible and Rhino from the August 25th, 2000 edition of ECW on TNN. Now this match, I feel, is another little hidden gem where it's never really gotten too much talk, but it is an incredibly fun TV main event that accomplishes its job wonderfully. Basically, the story going in here, Justin Credible is the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Rhino is the ECW World Television Champion. Both of these guys are loosely affiliated through the network faction, which I've talked about previously, but they don't get along, and ultimately, Rhino wants the World Heavyweight title. He's made no bones about it that he is using the TV Championship as the stepping stone to the World Heavyweight title. On the opposite side, we have Rob Van Dam and Kid Kash, who had come together through mutual respect, having had a singles match against each other recently. Van Dam won that match, saw a lot in Kid Kash, and sort of begun to take him under his wing. Rob Van Dam had to surrender the ECW World Television title to the network. Ultimately, it would get into the hands of Rhino. Van Dam never lost that title, and him and Rhino had been squaring off multiple times on TV, but we've never gotten the satisfaction of seeing these guys actually compete in a match as of yet. Kid Kash, on the other hand, had recently taken Justin Credible to the absolute limit on a match in a match on TNN for the World Heavyweight Championship that almost saw him win the title thanks to some interference from Rob Van Dam, but Justin Credible had to go really deep into his playbook and hit a That's Incredible tombstone from the second rope to put him away. So all of these guys were kind of intertwined. The ECW World Tag Team Championships were vacant due to Justin Credible throwing down the titles in order to get a World Heavyweight title shot at CyberSlam against Tommy Dreamer, who had just won the ECW World Heavyweight title from Taz, who was a WWF contracted wrestler. Both of these teams would be competing in that tournament, and they were using this match as, a stepping stone to hopefully propel them with some momentum through that tournament to become the new tag team champions. So if you follow all of that up until this point, we get into this tag team match. It's at the ECW arena. This was, we're starting to get to near the end of ECW's life. They didn't do a ton of arena shows at this point, so it was very special whenever they turned up back at the ECW arena. They'd been touring, all over the place at this point. So those shows, very different than when they used to run there every month. So you've got a hot crowd, you've got an incredibly hot main event with 4 really hot talents in the promotion at the time. Kid Kash at this point in the year 2000 was my favorite wrestler. Like a lot of people my age, did at the time, maybe somewhat shamefully now. I was into Kid Rock, so you had this guy that was, coming out to Kid Rock, and he was doing all these crazy flips and Hurricane Ranas and everything like that. So I loved Kid Kash, so I was super happy to start to see him get that upper mid-card push that he got around this time. Story of the match itself is that the faces, they're jiving, they're getting along, they're working well together, and the heels can't seem to get on the same page. You also have the story of everything that Rob Van Dam does, Kid Kash kind of following suit, not to be outdone, to show that, he is on that same playing field as his mentor. Van Dam hits a flip dive to the floor, Kid Kash hits a dive into the entranceway. So it's just that tit for tat between these two guys. They have some cool, unique double team offense. Van Dam basically hits almost like a blue thunder bomb on Kash off the second rope into a leg drop. They go for the dreaded Doomsday Hurricane Rana that I feel like I keep talking about in these videos. They didn't hit it perfectly, but they hit it good enough that the crowd went insane when they busted that out. So it was a really, really cool moment. Speaking of moments, this match is full of them. It bleeds in all of that classic ECW overbooking, near fall, trotting guys out to interfere that they generally pull off so well, and this match is no different. So the heels do finally start to kind of get on some offense and come alive. Rob Van Dam manages to hit the Van Daminator and the 5-star frog splash on Rhino. Looks like he's going to put Rhino away. Justin Credible breaks it up with a Singapore cane shot, and Rob Van Dam takes his classic push off the top rope into the guardrail spot. While all of that is going on, Kash nails Just Incredible with the Moneymaker, which is a double underhook pile driver like the Jade Driller. But before the referee can get 3 on that, Rhino gores the referee. Rhino then proceeds to hit his pile driver on Kid Kash off the ring apron through a table, which was my absolute favorite move at this point in wrestling. I loved Rhino too. I thought the gore was awesome. I thought the pile drivers off the ring apron through the tables were awesome. That dude was so cool to me. So after the pile driver, seems like the heels are going to win, but there's no referee because Rhino gored him. So out comes the Sandman. Now, the Sandman's got a very personal beef with Rhino at this point because Rhino had gored and pile-driven Sandman's wife, Lori Fullington, also known as Peaches, off the ring apron through a pile driver. A very personal feud. So Sandman comes out, he canes the hell out of Rhino, as he is known to. Rhino, is known to kind of no-sell these cane shots. And before Sandman could finish him off, Just Incredible takes Sandman out with a cane shot. They go to the floor. In comes Steve Corino. I had mentioned the Steve Corino Jerry Lynn video from a couple spots back that Steve Corino was on his way out with the network. After that bloody match he had with Jerry Lynn, Corino decided that he could go along on his own, no longer needed the network. So the network had, been making him pay for that. So enter Steve Corino. He's got a match coming up with Credible for the World Heavyweight title in New York City. He comes in, he hits a super kick on Rhino. Rhino falls right back into the corner in perfect position for Rob Van Dam to sneak back in and hit the ECW arena debut of the Van Terminator. So the Van Terminator is the original coast-to-coast drop kick with the steel chair. Van Dam had busted that out for the first time at the Heatwave pay-per-view against his former best friend Scotty Anton, who had turned on him and joined the network. It was a move that was hyped on TV that Van Dam was going to bust out this new move. I didn't get the Heatwave pay-per-view, but I know that was a strong selling point of it. How crazy is that in the year 2021 that we would buy pay-per-views just to see a move done, whereas now with the internet, everything goes viral in GIF format, right? But Van Dam hit that Van Terminator on the pay-per-view. They showed it on TV. It blew me away. And here he hits it at the ECW arena, the birthplace of Extreme. The crowd goes wild, and it is enough for Rob Van Dam to pin Rhino. 1, 2, 3. Rhino had not been losing at all at that point, so the fact that Van Dam got the clean pinfall over him really said a lot, and it would lead to these two colliding for the World Television Championship, the belt that Van Dam never lost at the Anarchy Rules pay-per-view in October. This match is great. There's so many moving pieces. It's a hot crowd. There's great action. There's great moves. There's great drama. And again, I feel like it slides right under everybody's radar when they talk about great classic ECW matches due to the era that it happened in and due to there being so much surrounding this match. You have the TV title tournament and everything, you did have the TV title tournament a few months prior, but you have the tag team title tournament coming up. You have Corino and Credible. You have all of these big matches around this, so this one is often underlooked. I hope you check it out. It's ECW on TNN, so you can find it on the WWE Network. It might be on Peacock too, I don't know, but if you look hard enough online, you should be able to track it down. You can keep up with my videos by subscribing to the channel here on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Wrestling50, and you can please join me again tomorrow as we continue to count down Pro Wrestling's Top 50.